Okay, this is a single take test. We are going to throw everything I possibly can into this, seeing if I can have it. This is going to be the massive test. I've said markers. I just said marker. There's 3 times. And so I want to know if that picks up. Let's go ahead and say mark, kind of deal, and get all that in there. And as long as I don't say a number after that, it should not pick it up. There's your little first test. Second test is I'm going to do a time lapse right here. Then I'm going to do a time lapse in the middle. Then I'm going to do my thumbnail. And then I'm going to do a third time lapse. So I'm testing multiple time lapses in this video, kind of deal. Also, I want to, like I'm saying, I'm pushing the limits here. This doesn't have to be an hour long or 2 hours or whatever. This simply has to be the simulation of that. And then it can be, the length really doesn't matter after that. Kind of deal. And if you see, I'm just walking back and forth here, and I'm going to do a time lapse right now, and you're just going to see me walk back and forth, kind of deal. Simple. So there we go. And we should be back. Somewhat normal speed. I know I'm walking a little bit fast here, but normal speed. That should have been muted, kind of deal. Whatever. There you guys go. So there's that. Going to do the next little time lapse here, right into another time lapse. Kind of deal. And we should be back to normal speed. In the first one, I actually kept it really short, and by keeping it really short, it does it at 4 times. So the first one might only be like, for you guys anyway, I kept it like under 10 seconds, and it plays it 4 times. So that first one, it's probably just going to go like 2 seconds fast and then slow back down, kind of deal. And right now, like I'm saying, I've done 2 time lapses, and now I'm going to put the thumbnail here. So I want to make sure I can put the thumbnail anywhere in the video, so if I'm halfway through and be like, hey, this is a cool spot to put the thumbnail for the video, I can simply drop it. That's what I'm going to do right now. Kind of deal. Okay, so there is the thumbnail, and then I'm going to do 1 more time lapse. So 3 time lapses in a single video to really push the multi-aspect of the time lapses, kind of deal. That's what I'm doing in these videos right at this point, is pushing the limits of this. I want to make sure everything works, no problems. I've already pushed the limits of the cue detection. In previous videos, I did like 6, and I was just pushing the limits of the cue detection, so something drops, I can inspect it and find, oh yeah, you only gave it like 1/4 of a second to pick it up, and it was mixed in with some other stuff. Now that should not be a problem at this point. It should find it because it's looking over like 3 lines for these cues. But whatever. I'm going to, what did I say? I'm going to do another time lapse. I forgot if I've totally lost count here. How many time lapses I did. I'm going to do 1 more. I know the thumbnail right there. Yeah, I need to do 1 more time lapse. So I'm going to do 1 more time lapse once again, this is supposed to be natural. This isn't supposed to be me doing these crazy things with any kind of order or whatever kind of deal. It's just basically giving it to you guys raw. But in this, I do kind of have a rough plan. You know, I'm kind of running through. So we're going to do one more time lapse here. Kind of deal. And now we are back to normal speed. Alright, I'm going to try the mess up time lapse in the next video. I've already pushed this one. If I need to inspect it right there, but what I'm going to do is I'll tell you what I'm going to do in that next one. I'm going to end this one right here. There we go. So this is a single take testing the multi-take kind of deal and making sure everything works there. There we go.